We will all need to find love one day. A love as pure as what my mom and papa once shared, if we are so fortunate. I really hope I'm able to continue such a grand tradition.
You have no idea what it is to be a woman.
Miss Bridgerton!
What it might feel like to have one's entire life reduced to a single moment.
The Duke of Hastings, now known forevermore.
Oh, the Duke of Hastings, is it?
If I'm unable to find a husband, I should be worthless.
Are you truly not planning on taking your place in society when you have a dukedom?
I have a title.
Will it be just the two of us? Yet again?
He's not what Whistledown writes. So has Daphne. You've seen the two of them have that much in common then. Matches have certainly been made with far less.
I assure you, I'm anything but interested in you.
Good.
Quite.
And I, anything, interested in you.
It should be just as easy for you to fall in love with Lord Burbrook as with anyone else.
I will not hear of this. Let go of me! I suppose if someone were to find me here, it would be one way out of marrying him.
Oh, you cannot possibly be thinking of marrying him.
If I'm unable to secure another offer, there may be no alternative.
Perhaps there is an answer to our collective Lady Whistledown issue. We could pretend to form an attachment.
You presume Lady Whistledown?
I presume she will deem us to be precisely what we are. Me, unavailable. You, desirable. If this is to work, you must appear madly in love.
You do want our plan to succeed, do you not?
The Duke is not a serious suitor. He will never marry.
Well, and if the Duke is not serious?
I saw the way the two of you looked at each other last night and this morning.
Did you truly dance with a Bridgerton girl?
The Duke truly has put your head in a spin.
If you are so fond of her and she's so smitten with you, why have you not already proposed?
You're not the marrying type. Yet have you considered you are not the type women wish to marry?
I do suppose if I were forced to take a wife, you would be the least objectionable option.
Was that meant to be a compliment?
You and Papa, the two of you are so beautiful, Mama. That is what I wanted.
You hear stories about appalling arrangements and hopeless endings and... well, it's all very frightening.
This is about a life, Your Grace. My life. I must finally take charge of it. So I shall not have this go wrong. And if you are not in agreement, then you should tell me now.
We are truly to seem to be courted. If this is to be a match like no other, then you should call me by my name.
Very well. Simon.
The two of you certainly make a captivating match, Your Grace.
Our plan has worked thus far, but we must continue our ruse until I have found my match.
My dear, why ever do you complicate matters so?
You must simply marry the man who feels like your dearest friend. Is my general ready for battle?
I was born ready.
Look at them. They are clearly attached.
I do believe you just told Miss Cowper that her gown is exquisite.
Do you think so?
Your gown, it is exquisite.
Entirely your fault.
How does one manage to make such a terribly unbecoming sound while laughing?
You are respectful, and yet I know you have no intention of marriage. Has that changed?
I cannot claim so.
Then whatever could your intentions be?
Respectful. Might we leave it there?
It is about the Duke.
You must simply know some people are not meant to be together.
My mother told me something curious the other day. That one should marry one's dearest friend.
Miss Bridgerton is far from a fool.
Then you are just being cruel. And we both know I taught you better than that.
It is these very circumstances that prove...
What are you doing?
That prove our ruse should hereby need to end.
Have I done something wrong?
No.
Then tell me why.
You know the intentions of the prince. He is perfect for you. You were a convenience. I have decided to leave England earlier than expected. Apologies, Lady Danbury, but I believe it is time for me to go.
I have news. Prince Friedrich has asked for my permission to propose.
What happened between the two of you?
Nothing happened. Duke and I, we were pretending. It is over now.
You allowed that young lady to slip through your fingers as if it were nothing.
Miss Bridgerton?
I need a moment. What are you doing here?
I came to say goodbye.
To who?
To you.
I should be very happy, indeed.
Will you be happy?
Why would I not be?
Miss Bridgerton! Miss Bridgerton! Will you not listen? Bastard! You will marry her!
Brother!
I cannot marry her.
I knew you were rake Hastings. I never thought you were a villain.
I cannot marry her.
A duel? Anthony, you cannot.
He dishonors you, sister.
You would rather die than marry me.
I can never give you children. You deserve everything your heart desires. But I cannot provide it for you. Nor could I ever ask such a sacrifice.
There will be no need to resume. The Duke and I are to be married.
Mama, I'm engaged to the Duke. The Duke asked for my hand and I accepted. Could we not obtain a special license to marry this week?
My darling girl, you are getting what you always wanted. You are marrying for love. You think I have to follow in your footsteps, sister? And there'd be a more dreadful fate?
Such a perfect-looking pair.
Indeed, the two of you make a fine family, I am sure of it. I never would have imagined that Bridgerton would ever come to know such shame.
But you need not harbor any doubts of my intention to support your sister. Her well-being is my responsibility now, and I take that duty with the utmost seriousness.
We have been denied our request for a special license.
What?
The Archbishop did not see a need.
Tell her you are in love. Plain and simple and true.
I know you care for her. Feelings are irrelevant. Indeed, they're responsible for this mess.
He cannot have children. I imagine it is a source of great pain for the Duke indeed.
You see, Your Majesty, it was love at first sight.
It was not, Your Majesty. You see, Miss Bridgerton and I have been fooling all of Mayfair for quite some time. We simply enjoyed each other's company so much we could not stay away from one another. To meet a beautiful woman is one thing, but to meet your best friend and the most beautiful of women is something entirely apart. And it is with my sincerest apologies, I must say it took the Prince coming along for me to realize I did not want Miss Bridgerton to only be my friend, I wanted her to be my wife. Provided you do not wish to marry me, and I do not wish to marry you, whatever should you have to lose?
I must take a moment, excuse me.
Daphne, the two of you care for each other deeply. When all is said and done, nothing else matters.
I am yours, Daphne. I have always been yours.
Look at you, you're downright flushed.
Yes, that is what happens.
When one is angry.
When one burns for someone who does not feel the same.
If you would have only looked at me this week for longer than 2 seconds, you would have seen. It is you I cannot sacrifice. I burn for you.
I want to show you the bedroom.
Yours or mine?
You truly believe we are to have separate rooms? I should think not.
Stop, shall see. Whatever will they think?
Does it matter?
And here is the nursery.
I hope it did not pain you too much to see me with those children.
Pain me? Daphne, I thought only of you. It thrills me that you are satisfied with our married life as it is. Just the two of us.
I have all that I want just here.
How did I earn such luck?
That I do not know.
Simon,
Daphne.
how does a woman come to be with child? You knew that becoming a mother one day, to have a family of my own one day, you knew that was all I ever wanted.
I was prepared to die on that dueling field. You were the one who insisted on this union. You told me I was enough.
That was before I knew you.
Marital relations are the least of my concern after your recent efforts.
Then for what other purpose could you possibly wish to detain me?
Because you are my wife. I shall not let you out of my sight until we know whether you are with child.
My heart pays no heed to mere logic. When I think of her, I only want to be near her, to be with her, despite all reason otherwise.
I know that madness well.
It follows no reason or sense, does it?
What?
Marriage.
I took a vow.
Simon!
If you are with child, then I shall stay and do my duty to support you both.
And if I'm not?
Then we shall remain married, in name only. But I shall not darken your doorstep again.
So this is all because of a vow.
My courses are due within the next few days. You will know then which vow you have broken and how we are to spend the rest of our lives. Miserable together, perfectly happy apart.
But Daphne is my family now, and there is no changing that.
Now that we know I'm not with child, we should depart London at the end of the season with the rest of the Don as planned. This time next week, our ruse will be well and truly over.
You may not understand this now, but Daphne, you must know. I am doing this for your own good.
I can decide for myself.
You'll be better off without me.
I adore you.
It still does not mean I want any of my own.
Of course. One last dance it is.
Pride, your grace, cost you everything and leave you with nothing.
Your father and I faced many difficulties indeed, but we overcame them. We made a decision early on to do so.
Mama, I do not think
We chose to love each other every single day.
Daphne! I know that this is not what you had envisioned for the evening.
certainly not.
And for that,
It is better.
Daphne.
Just because something is not perfect does not make it any less worthy of love.
He made you believe that you needed to be without fault in order to be loved, but he was wrong. And I cannot continue acting as if I do not love you. Because I do. I love all of you.
You stay, and we get through this together. If you do this, if we do this, then
Then nothing else will matter.